for Blumpkin and Friends, starring your host, the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
Hey kids, I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin, and with me here today is my friend,
Scotty.
My friend Scotty is here, and this is a man who, coming up in February, remind you, I have known for 10 years.
Ooh.
That time flies.
Really?
Yeah, 06.
Awesome.
Wow.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
Holy cow.
Yeah, there's a whole decade we pissed away.
Right. Wow.
And Scotty is here because I wanted to tell some stories that only he and I would have, and a conversation about a very particular type of establishment we once discussed opening. And also, because he is a volunteer firefighter, he may have some good stories about some fires or some rescues or maybe some gross, I don't know.
Gross?
We'll get there.
We may get there.
So, pull out my notes. Where did we meet?
Boy, the certain establishment that you're talking about, near and dear to a lot of our hearts here, Menards back in...
I name drop how shitty they are in the show quite frequently.
Oh, quite frequently, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to argue that point. Not really.
I came over from another store to that one. I don't name the cities. So he was working as one of the yard managers. I was one of the hardware department managers. And to get to and from the front of the building to the employee lot or the check lanes to buy food or anything, you had to walk through the middle of my department.
Constantly.
Yes. And being the new kid in town, everybody was always curious, oh, who's this guy right away? So I made a lot of new friends very fast. He was one of them. Also Rick James, who at this point still is refusing to come on the show.
You got to be kidding me.
He's doing it just to fuck with me.
You think so?
He told me, if you watch a wrestling pay-per-view with me, I will come on the show. I even sat there and told him, it's important to me to have you on because of how close we are and how good of a friend to me you are and how our conversations are hilariously inappropriate.
Okay, so wait, you have yet to actually take him up on that offer of
I told him, you tell me
pay-per-view?
what... I'll watch the pay-per-view. It's just getting him in here.
Oh, we can get him in here.
Well, I can try and twist his arm, but, he's always out of town on work.
No, we'll get him in here.
You think?
Oh, yeah, I'll force him.
A van, a potato sack.
Right. I mean, if it has to be. I mean, for Christ's sakes, if I can come in here, we can get him in here.
Well, you would hope so. Fun facts. I won't get into the specifics, but I just have to bust your balls with this. We are Eskimo brothers. We are also 2 out of 3 of a pair of Eskimo triplets.
2 out of 3.
You, me, and... Apparently we all did that.
That's right.
I mean, we're not naming names, but anytime you've got a friend who you also have wiggle dunked the same chick, that makes you Eskimo brothers.
I can probably say that I probably have a few out there, being's where we were at.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people were putting stuff inside other people from that job, but... I mean, obviously, we all have Eskimo brothers that we don't know. Very few of us, I think, have Eskimo brothers that are friends of ours that we've known for a while and are on first-name basis with.
You're probably right on that one.
Yeah.
I can't say that I know in first-name basis with too many myself.
Well.
That I know of.
I never banged anybody that ever wore the Donnie helmet. So I never got to join that club.
No, I haven't either, though.
Oh.
No.
But we do have a friend with a particular... nuanced je ne sais quoi for nailing broads and making them wear a motorcycle helmet.
Yes.
During. I don't get crazy like that.
No, but first of all, I got to give him a high five on that. I mean, to actually get, come on, to actually get somebody to wear that thing and go along with it. I mean,
I've never ventured beyond maybe like tying a blindfold on somebody or bounding their hands a little to make it sexy. That pair of handcuffs up there,
yeah,
I've only used it with one broad, but just so it was a broad from Menards.
Go figure.
I have a lot of Eskimo brothers thanks to her. It sounds like she was quite busy. Holy Christ, me, Murderface, a certain other yard manager who perhaps may have gotten a mouth hug as a going away from being single present before he got married. I don't want to say his name and give him power.
Say his name and give him power.
So what brought us together, other than that he had to walk through my department, is we were both huge fans of Rescue Me.
Very good show.
It was an excellent show. It's one of my favorite of all time.
You know, it's one of those... Yes, being a firefighter, along with that, it was just a good show. And Dennis Leary, how can you go wrong with the man?
I liked the family dysfunction because I could relate. Not as much then as I can now. Going back and rewatching the series, I'm like, wow, it's a good thing I don't drink, or I'd probably be down that rabbit hole with them. Fuck.
I could see that.
So, the new episodes would air. He'd walk by the desk. We'd chat about it. It was our thing. A lot of people did a lot of things to not do work on the clock.
Well said.
So, it was a good run for the show. And now there's no good firefighter shows on. There's Chicago Fire. How do you feel about that as a firefighter?
You really want to know?
Yes, I
want.
want.
Okay, first of all, let me
Unfiltered.
preface this that I know a lot of guys at my own station that thoroughly enjoy the show.
Why?
What?
They're chicks at heart. I mean, come on. Seriously, all it is an overgrown soap opera.
Kinda.
Kind of. There's no actual firefighting in the whole goddamn thing. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, there's a lot of waiting until like the season finale.
And then shit blows up and everybody goes, yay!
And then somebody dies, and it's
sure.
always like, watch to see if they make it out of this season's finale of Chicago Fire on NBC.
And then you think 10 times ahead, and guess what? They make it out of the basement. Every time. It's just, it's horrible. I don't even know what to say. It just really... I watched one episode and I'm like, okay, click, done. I don't even know if I made it through even the whole fucking episode.
I've seen bits and pieces, but what bugs the shit out of me is they're also goddamn pretty.
Sort of.
Well,
the main characters.
The younger ones.
The younger ones, yes, I'll give you that.
There's that kid that has the chomo stash.
The chomo stash.
God damn that thing. But my complaint is the female firefighters on that show look like they belong in a Victoria's Secret catalog.
There's nothing wrong with that all the time, though. But I agree with you. I mean...
Female firefighters don't look like that.
There are a few.
A few, but most of them have short hair and long clits. They wear jeans to Home Depot, and they enjoy scissoring. Am I painting a clear enough picture?
Oh, I've got that picture.
Yeah.
I know a few of those as well.
It's... Oh, god damn it. I mean, you're right, though. Like, Rescue Me had actual firefighting, and you got to see techniques and rescues and grabs and ladders and all that shit. And I feel like with Chicago Fire, it's just like, hey, let's see what's going on in the life of Kelly Severide and all the people that have all this shit going on that's not firefighting when they're at the station.
Right. Along with that, I mean, yeah, I talk about, the soap opera-nish of it. But you look at, Rescue Me, that was the difference, though, between Rescue Me and that as well. I mean, it really wasn't that, it was dysfunctional. It was great because it was dysfunctional.
Right.
It wasn't this, we're having a love story kind of a thing, breaking out from, that's just, come on, let's get into the actual fun rescues. Hell, for Christ's sakes, they actually did almost fairly realistic stuff in Rescue Me at that point.
Oh, yeah, they went to the nth degree to make sure that they had realism.
Right, that was the best part about that.
Which, if you watch the show, and you didn't pay attention to the behind-the-scenes shit, Nils, the guy that drove the truck, is a real firefighter. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the extras, real firefighters. So, in terms of stuff you saw on the show, give me some generalized ideas of things you've done which are very similar to what they've portrayed.
Well, there's a difference between, if you want to put it, Midwest firefighting and East Coast firefighting in itself. But in generalization, just the way that they carry themselves, you go in, the actual firefighting techniques, you actually got to see an actual command structure along with that. It's tough to really portray everything that you would do on an actual fire scene.
All the EMT stuff.
Right. And even just the general, you got to make it showy and and shit like that just for tactical wise. You want to be able to make sure that you can see all the people inside there. But when you get into the flames and stuff like that, the guys, they did everything that they're supposed to do. They get down, things like that. But it's really tough to generalize in it between entertainment and real life in that instance.
Who are some of the oddest people you have met?
You.
Going to calls. Touche.
Oh, oddest. When you talk about people that are crazy, I've literally seen people,
batshit crazy.
Oh, no, they're nuts. I mean, it's actually quite funny. You see, that's one place where you see it on TV. You see people that are just fucking crazy. I mean, just out there.
Hoarders.
No, not even hoarders. I'm talking people that just are fucking out there. They believe they have the tin hats on with the fucking, believe that aliens are intercepting their brain and shit like that. I have seen those people and realized those people are real. And until you really meet one, it's great.
Working in the jail, I meet people that are obviously mentally ill, but I haven't met any like chronic masturbators or poo throwers. Anybody that treats their cats like children, or anybody that talks to invisible people in the room.
Invisible people I've talked to.
Oh.
That's been 2 different occasions. I've actually talked to people that believe that they were talking to somebody. One person was attempting to hack their arm up because they had this feeling that somebody else was doing it. And
sounds gory.
Oh, very large man. Very large. And it was one of those deals that we couldn't find the knife that he was trying to do it with. Mm-hmm. And so we're searching all over. Cops are searching everywhere, and the guy flat out goes, "I'll get it." We're like, whoa, here, buddy. Just you just have a seat.
It's right over here next to all these Barbie doll heads and this jar of my urine I've been saving for 10 years for a special occasion.
About it. Ew. The other guy, the other gentleman had he was talking to aliens on a very consistent basis.
In English or in gibberish?
No, in English. He would talk to him while we were there.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And we were at his residence several times because he was having hallucinations, wanting to harm himself.
Why you guys versus the cops?
Well, we get called out for all medicals. So they got called out. He called it in as a medical emergency, and oh yeah, very entertaining.
Talking to aliens. Mm-hmm. Some of the worst medicals you've had to go to.
Some of the worst. I've been to quite a few over the years. Few car crashes that have been pretty horrific.
Like fatality-wise?
Oh yeah.
Body parts?
Body parts. I've had one guy where guy was riding a motorcycle down the freeway and lost control. Uh-oh. Ended up flying into a road sign. Lost his arm.
Oh.
Clean cut. Very clean cut. We had to go...
At the wrist, at the elbow, at the shoulder?
Shoulder.
That high up?
Oh, yeah.
Holy
fuck.
Clipped
it right on the shoulder and clean off. I mean, just... So we had to go search for an arm. And let me tell you, that's... It's an interesting...
Did you find the arm?
Oh, we found the arm.
Did they reattach?
No.
Oh.
No. But we found the arm. Yeah. Well, if you go back... Well, actually, my very first call ever, I was 19. Mm-hmm. A week or so before Christmas, and we had a rollover on the freeway. And we're on our way out there, and our officer looks at me and goes, "Yeah, we're going to be searching the ditch for a body."
Ooh.
And I'm sitting here going, okay, what did I, what, huh? Like, my first job is to go search for somebody's body in a ditch.
They got ejected.
That he got ejected out of a vehicle. The car rolled several times.
I hate when that happens. That's happened to me. Seatbelts save lives.
And for the people that don't believe that seatbelts save lives, trust me, I've only had one person out of the numerous crashes I've had over my almost 2-decade career that has died because of a seatbelt. One.
How did that work?
The car got smushed, and what it did is it actually collapsed it down, and when it rolled, and they figured if the person actually would have been ejected, they would have had a better chance of living. How crazy and fucked up is that?
That flies in the face of logic and everything they tell you.
Right.
But then again, as comedian Doug Stanhope says, if heaven is such a wonderful place and you can't wait to get there, then why do you wear a seatbelt?
Good point.
Playing some devil's advocate.
Good point.
I feel like there was a story you told me last time I was over at the house about some guy with oxygen tanks and smoking too close to it.
That is one of probably my biggest pet peeves. People that are on oxygen tanks and still believe, and it's your right, more power to you. You want to keep doing it, but smoking in oxygen tanks. We had a fire.
Mm-hmm.
Guy was in hospice basically, and he smoked in his hospital bed down in his living room and lit that baby up and lit himself on fire. Started the house on fire. Luckily enough, his wife woke up and saw that the house was on fire. Grabbed him and pulled him out. He had severe burns. Ended up going to the hospital, and they completely lost their entire freaking house.
Oh.
My partner and I get inside. We look up. I mean, we thought we could make a decent attack on this. We get inside, and he's starting to spray hose. He's fairly new, and he's just having a heyday.
Just all over the place.
Hose. Oh yeah, he's just whipping the hose everywhere.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Giggity.
Yeah, well, they don't call us hose fondlers for nothing. So I wrap him on the helmet because I looked up and there was basically no ceiling left at this point. Yeah, and I had to grab him and go, no, time to get the fuck out. We're not going any further than this. And no, we ended up doing surround and drowned on it because there was really nothing we could do.
Have you ever had one of those O2 tanks explode while you guys are working on the place?
No. I've had propane bottles not exactly blow up, but the ends come off and they go shooting, but no O2 tanks.
That sounds exciting.
It's actually quite an experience to watch. The boom and watching something go flying kind of makes you shit your pants a little bit.
I can see why.
Gotta check them at least a little.
Projectile coming your way, possibly.
Right.
What types of injuries have you incurred? Because I know frequently firefighters will end up at the hospital for all the horrible chemicals and shit you inhale.
Knock on wood, I've only had 2 real experiences. Nothing horrible. One time I was checking out a crawl space of a house because there was some sort of gas leak or something. Mm-hmm. And get down there. My bad. Should have had a SCBA on, but
I don't know what that means.
It's an air pack.
Okay.
Well, we go in, breathe with. When we go inside a fire, air tank on the back, mask, whole 9 yards.
So you went sans equipment and just went into this thing?
Just went in. It was just a crawl space, me and somebody else. Well, I ended up getting out of there and something hit me. I don't know what the hell was down there or what, but I ended up nauseous as hell. Ended up having to go in. They don't know what chemical or anything that I actually inhaled. They couldn't figure that out, but something almost knocked me completely on my ass.
How would they figure that out?
Blood tests.
So they don't just have you hack onto a piece of paper and throw it under a microscope?
No, it's blood tests.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Free AIDS test while you're there.
Well, right. Every time. But second time was a car fire, middle of winter. It was 20 fucking below.
Ugh.
Spraying water. What has happened when you fucking spray water?
Well, it instantly freezes in that temp.
Well, both hands on the hose, both feet come out from underneath me, straight down on my ass. Air pack slaps up against my back and bruise 3 vertebrae.
Oh fuck!
That was joyous.
How many weeks on the shelf did that earn you?
That was what was that? 3 weeks.
Wow.
3 weeks. Some heavy muscle relaxers. Yeah.
I suppose you were just popping Tramadol like they were fucking Tic Tacs.
Yeah. Oh, it was.
Was that before or after you got married?
Well before.
Okay, so the wife and the kids were not in the picture at that point.
No.
Not that has slowed you down in your swinging dick ways of going out there and fighting fires.
Very little, actually.
Any of the other guys on your crew ever have anything worth mentioning injury-wise?
Well, I guess my own mother, actually. We never had this conversation?
No?
Yeah, my mom was a firefighter for 20 years.
Why didn't I know that?
I have no idea.
Son of a bitch.
How the hell did you not know that?
Maybe I did and I forgot.
My dad was one for 13.
Keep in mind that the last few years I see you once or twice a year.
That is true.
And I did not make it to the fantasy football draft this year to run the board for you all. I asked Rick James, hey, when's the draft? He's 2 weeks ago. I'm like, motherfucker! Come on, that's my one shot to see everybody in one room.
And see us well shit-faced at that
Yes.
point as well.
Yes. And then ask you, how the fuck do I spell that name?
Right. And we still have no idea.
So
It's
you're
worse.
20 years your mom was a firefighter.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so go on with the
So
story
anyways,
of the thing.
no, she had a ceiling collapse on her one time.
Ooh.
She collapsed back. She ended up tripping backwards and breaking her elbow.
I suppose that's better than being crushed and burned to death.
Right.
They stick a bunch of hardware in there.
Yep. Couple pins.
God damn it. Why can't they just set something and cast it these days?
That wouldn't be any fun. You know, don't get the money out of it either.
I suppose.
Luckily enough, we haven't had any significant in my time.
Knocking on wood for you.
You're listening to Blumpkin&Friends.
Have you ever worn part of your uniform to perform a special dance for your wife?
No.
Never?
No, never.
What the fuck?
No.
God damn.
I haven't. You thought you'd catch me in that one, wouldn't?
I was a cop for 3 weeks and I wore the shirt to bang that chick that I mentioned that was the Eskimo brother giver.
Really?
The handcuff. Oh, fuck yeah. She loved it. She had been to prison, so it was kind of like a
Oh.
role reversal for her. She was used to getting fucked by the law, but not literally.
No. Never. Not once.
I want you to do that now.
Now you want me to do that.
Even if you just bring home the hat.
Bring home.
Or the pants and some suspenders.
It's just awkward.
Why?
I don't know. I
you
just
wouldn't
never.
do that?
No.
No sexy dances for the wife? No.
Really? Come on, look at this. Seriously.
You wouldn't pose for a firefighter calendar if they asked you?
No.
Why not?
No. Really? Come on.
They can't just get the super pretty boys, all right? It can't always be
Hey, the chubby kids.
Garrity and Mike. Yeah, it can't just be the pretty boys. It's be some average Joe firefighters in a calendar.
Do the women really want that though?
Do you think it's for the women?
Yes.
You know how many fucking gay men want like Joe Blow average figured firefighters with their shirts off?
You have extensive knowledge in this or what?
I don't have to. Gay men are gay men. They're horny for men.
Well,
And they don't all just want pretty boys. Sometimes they want the average guy. Just like whenever I attempt to meet new women, I always get bombarded with offers from fat ones who I don't have any interest in.
yeah, you still.
Oh, no. No. No, it seems more often than not, if I go places, like a group of us will go places to meet people, I'll always get offers from chubby girls with not so great faces. And I think, this is really starting to affect my self-esteem. Other than me saying, oh, no, thank you, and see me like an asshole. It's like, just once can I like pull a kitten out of a tree and like a 9 or a 10 is just like, that was so nice of you. Let me just put your penis in my mouth. And she, she's just a hot blonde who wants nothing more than to swallow my baby juice.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
That will literally never happen to me.
I was just thinking that same thing.
That's the keys to fantasy, is it can be whatever you want.
Whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I mentioned my being a cop, and there was a conversation where I was complaining about why I wish I hadn't finished my law enforcement degree, because I also always had some aspirations of trying what you do, volunteer firefighting. Mm-hmm. You're like, yeah, that's weird that you say that, because I always kind of wish that maybe I had pursued the cop thing.
See, and I'm trying to remember back on that dang conversation.
We were standing in the front of the store up by the closet shelving display area. I know that's not going to help jog your memory, but I specifically recall where in the store we were when we talked about it.
That's awesome that you remember that.
But that's what my mind's like. Details like that. God. Just you going, that's weird you say that, because I always kind of wish that I had gone to school to be a cop. And I'm like, what an odd role reversal. Because I don't like guns.
First of all, I'm embarrassed that that's even out there.
Oh, yeah, all 6 people that listen to the show are going to hear this.
It doesn't matter. It's out there.
Go sleuthing to figure out who's really sitting in my basement.
No, I'm not sitting here. I've been trapped for a while. Just want everybody to know that.
Well, there's the gate. There's the door. There's the cat gate. There's a jar with my wisdom teeth. Those are my wisdom teeth. I saved them.
For...
I don't know, in case I ever have to fake my own death. You just sprinkle some teeth inside of a car when it explodes, and they're like, oh my God, here's DNA, he's dead. But now that I fucking had to give away my whole plan, thanks, Dick. And then we got the hacksaw for going through bones, which I imagine a bone saw's got way bigger teeth.
Way bigger teeth.
Tell me about that. Have you ever had to be there when somebody get a fucking limb sawn off because they're pinned?
No, but I've sawn limbs off of animals.
It's not the same thing as
It
cutting
is the
off a
same.
live person
Well,
who's trapped in a fucking car pinned.
no, that I haven't ever.
You
had.
shoot a deer in the face and you start cutting off legs and shit to process meat. You're telling me that that's in the same wheelhouse as somebody like, okay, we just doped you out of your mind. We've
we're
had the
just-
tourniquet on for 25 minutes. If you want to get out of this, we're going to have to cut this leg off. I forget what movie I saw this in. It was probably Ladder 49.
That could very well be.
And then, you know,
Called
of course,
surgeon.
in the last second, somebody reaches under the seat and pulls the recline button and they're free. They're like, holy shit, thank God.
Right.
Oh, that was close.
You know,
I almost would have never made it to another dance contest.
Or, against all the things that you learn of being a firefighter.
What the fuck are you doing down here? Why? Why are you showing me a DVD? I told you, you're not watching TV today. You didn't listen. So go upstairs.
I'm bored. I need something to watch.
Play toys.
Boring, boring.
Well, I'm not telling you where the remote is, so there's no on button on the front of the TV. You can hold SpongeBob and look crestfallen all you want. It's not going to make this shit happen.
I want SpongeBob.
Okay, well, I want a lot of things, but you can hope in one hand and shit in the other and see what fills up first.
I'm not waiting tomorrow. I'm watching it today.
Okay, well, go upstairs and I'll think about it.
No.
You're interrupting.
I want my DVD now.
Well, then take it upstairs. You too, poopy pants. Get the fuck out of here. Weekends at Daddy's house.
Weekends at Daddy's.
Now, of all the conversations we had about firefighting, which obviously I've never done, so I don't have a lot of input, but I am an entrepreneur and an idea guy. And my idea was there's a lot of cop bars. Cops buy bars for other cops, and they
Right.
get those badge dicks in there, and it's a
Yep.
fucking good old boys club.
Yep.
And there aren't a lot of firefighter bars.
No, there's not.
And I said we should open the firefighter bar.
Yeah, you had a lot of good ideas for that bar.
Well, that's good. They're all right here, and they're all
Oh,
coming
I
out
fig-
right now on the
I-
microphone. First off, we agreed upon the name Ladder 69,
Yes,
which was a play on the title of a movie, and it's dirty because it's great.
it's very dirty and it is wonderful.
I want you to imagine the firehouse from Ghostbusters. It's multi-level. There will be 3 floors. The first floor will be the bar and slightly a restaurant. Okay?
Slightly.
Level 2, I believe, was strictly nudie girls.
Was that 2 or?
We'll get there.
Okay.
We'll get there. The coup de grace is on the top floor. All right, all the hot shit for the VIP happens up in the penthouse suite. So I realized I would need a liquor license, and I would need some sort of license to pimp hoes who would be dancing for dollars.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like to see bubes? 3rd floor, and this is where I took my idea to the next level. Not just fire poles to go up and down.
No.
A slide.
Yes.
A tornado slide.
Yes.
That took you from floor to floor.
Yes.
How much fun would that be?
Transparent slide, if I recall.
It could be. It couldn't be open air because this is Minnesota. We
Right.
get cold winters.
No, it was just transparent.
and
So-
you're going to want to make a fun, quick exit once you get done enjoying the entertainment of the 3rd floor, which is a Dalmatian show. It's a lot like a donkey show, but instead of a donkey, there's a Dalmatian.
For some reason, I don't know why, but that conversation went on for a very, very long time when we were talking about this idea.
How many other people have ever proposed watching a spotted dog get blown by a lady to you before?
I very. You may be the only one.
Yeah, I fucking would hope I'm the only one. And, yeah, I guess it's probably not exactly legal per se.
No, I don't think it is legal in the state, but we may be able to find a place.
I think a lot of people would like to watch a lady get it on with a dog.
What is wrong with you?
You definitely can find an audience. I'm
She
sure.
fucking they don't have to have sex, but she could smear Elpo all over herself when the dog licks it off. And just for the fact you could say, I went to Ladder 69 and I watched the Dalmatian show. And you could sell t-shirts that say, I went to Ladder 69 and
could.
saw the Dalmatian show.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just like,
see?
I went to Buffalo Wild Wings and won the Blazing Boneless Challenge or some fucking retarded shit like that. People would buy the t-shirt. It would work.
Oh, people would go just to buy the T-shirt.
I think the firefighters community would enjoy that. Find
Well,
a
it's a
nice
Dalmatian,
location
you
downtown.
know.
Not just the Dalmatian show, the fact that they have a bar that's their own, where no fucking cops are allowed. Which I know it's odd that I went to school to be a cop. I
Right.
was a cop. I don't really get along with police officers. Everyone's happy when you show up,
Right.
not when the police show up.
No, and that's I think that's the other reason why I more so wanted to be a firefighter anyways, because people love us.
Yeah,
It's very rare that I get yelled at.
somebody's like, "How dare you come here and put this fire out at my house and resuscitate my children?
Exactly.
How am I supposed to get insurance money? Fuck." But cops show up and they're a bona fide buzzkill, and
Yeah, and that's the problem with everybody is like lay off them just a little bit. They're there still doing their jobs just like we do as firefighters.
especially if you call them.
Right.
Isn't that fuck? They're here. You called
Yeah,
us.
right,
You
right,
said you needed
right.
help.
That's and then yeah.
I heard domestic assault through the phone, so I came because there was a hang-up. I figured something may be amiss.
And then they're the asshole.
Right. And that shiner that you're sporting right there that looks real fresh leads me to believe that on this hunch, I was correct.
That was a big doorknob.
Stairs are tricky. You gotta watch out.
Jesus.
It's not bad enough that you fell down the stairs. You had to fall down the stairs and then hit your eye on a doorknob.
Right. Ugh.
Now, when you guys roll out, your department has what, like a regular truck, like a water truck, and a ladder truck, or what's?
No, we have a rescue,
Uh-huh.
just that we take on medicals, and then we have an engine, which is your pumper.
Mhm.
You know, supplies the water and everything for a fire, and then just a couple haulers, people haulers.
I mean, I know locally they have ladder trucks because every 9/11 they go and they post up on the overpasses and
Yeah.
razor all the way up and wave the flag.
Yeah, we don't have anything actually big enough, sort of in our cities to actually warrant a ladder truck.
St. Paul, Minneapolis need to have
Right,
them because of the
right.
high-rises and the multi-tiered apartment buildings and such.
Right, and you know, larger cities are gonna have ladder trucks for that reason.
So what the hell would they do if there was like a 10-floor building that was in fuego?
If we had one,
Yeah, like say hypothetically you're on a job and you're headed downtown, you get to the building, it's 10 stories. How high does that ladder go?
oh, it doesn't go 10 stories. You're lucky if you can get it 6 or 8. You hump hose, buddy.
Oh, Jesus.
You're humping hose. You're getting guys in the building and you're humping hose. I mean, you look at prime example. 9/11 is a prime example of that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're on what, the 78th floor? Nothing's going up that high. It's getting people inside the building and humping hose. That's why they got standpipes and everything on the inside. That's how you fight the fires. So big pipe that runs up the stairwell. Typically, you hook a hose into it in the stairwell, and then you can fight your fires through the interior.
Now, in terms of people on the crew with specialties, do you have a designated axeman?
No, not in ours.
You all take turns?
We all take turns.
It's good exercise.
Yes.
I would totally do that. In my mind, that's what I would want to be. I get that I'm not a huge hulking man, but I've got a lot of pent-up Catholic guilt rage from years of being emotionally abused.
You just want to break shit.
I do want to break shit. Kicking down doors. I just did an episode of my other show the other day where I talked about at my job, I got stuck in the elevator for 108 minutes. Yes, it sucked moose balls. And I got pissed at one point and thought I could maybe like kick the door and maybe it would open up. I kicked it off the track.
And then it wouldn't open up.
And then we were super stuck. We weren't even between floors. It was just the door closed and the fucking thing wouldn't move and the goddamn door wouldn't open. And they don't open and meet in the middle. They were bypass style. So yeah, I was stuck in a big iron closet with an old woman who looked like, I said, the grandfather from Hey Arnold.
That's awesome.
Or Grandma Bev from Roseanne. That's probably a good comparison there. Yeah. Well, during each show, typically, with a few exceptions, we play a game.
Oh boy.
I don't want to let you join the RPS Challenge Club. I'd much rather grill you in a game of Guess Who Karaoke Roulette.
Guess Who Karaoke Roulette.
Okay.
Here's how it works, brother. One famous person. There are 5 clues. You get 3 guesses to figure out who it is. Now, you can take them as they come with the clues to try to guess, or you can save them up for the end. And this is a new thing I employed recently. Save up your guesses till all the clues have been read. and you can give up 2 of your 3 guesses for an extra hint, and then you get 1 guess. If you win, I have to sing. If you do not guess it, you have to sing.
Okay.
Lyrics will be provided. That's why there's a boombox behind my head.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we're doing it very low-tech style.
That's a beautiful, Jensen.
It was a $20
boombox.
special at Walmart,
Ah,
I believe.
high tech.
Well, it works. That's all that matters. So, clue number 1. Debuted in 1971. Clue number 2. Wore the same outfit in every appearance from 1985 to 2015. Clue number 3. Speaks almost exclusively in gibberish. Clue number 4. Well known for being a pilferer. He looks a little bewildered. Clue number 5. It's usually a softball. His friends include a clown, a bird, and a mentally retarded gumdrop. Now, I've read all the clues, so you can wager 2 of your guesses for another hint, or you can take 3 stabs at it and go at old school.
Oh, man.
I can reread them for you if you like.
Yes, one more time.
Debuted in 1971. Has worn the same outfit in every appearance from 1985 to 2015. Speaks almost exclusively in gibberish. Well known for being a pilferer. I used a college word just to swear.
I noticed that.
And his friends include a clown, a bird, and a mentally retarded gumdrop. So you can take 3 guesses at this. You get 3 strikes. Or you can wager 2 of your guesses for a single guess at this. And I will give you 1 more hint.
I'm gonna have to go for the one more hint because I'm drawing a complete blank on that. So let's.
That's good. I take pride in these clues and being vague, but also kind of steering you. People are like, these are good.
they are.
Thanks, because I fucking tried. Okay, here is your final hint. Robble, robble.
Oh. God dang it, I'm drawing I know.
Are you picturing anything?
Who are the friends again?
A clown, a bird, and a mentally retarded gumdrop.
It's the Hamburglar.
It is the Hamburglar. Good for you. I frequently give this game away because it's hard getting people that want to sing.
Oh, I would have sang. I have no problem with that.
That's good, because you can join me in a duet if you like.
Ooh. What are we singing, though? That's the...
Well, where do I put my...
What are we singing?
Well, I thought about just doing a crappy pop song, but then I thought that perhaps we should do something fire-related.
Yes.
Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire. I'm going to fire up the boombox to track number 8.
How you fellas doing?
Shall we?
Why not?
Love
Is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring.
Oh,
God damn it, Johnny. Come on with the timing.
Bound
by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. Fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. There's dancing. You can't see the dancing, but there's dancing.
I hate this stupid game.
Boom.
What are you doing to me, Johnny K?
Ring of fire.
I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. Where the fuck was verse 2?
Ring of fire.
Oh my God, are you back? of love is sweet. I'm ignoring you. When hearts like ours meet. We're singing. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. Sing, Chi-Chi. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. Probably need some antibiotics.
Fire. Ooh. Maybe.
A ring of fire.
That's after a night of little Mexican food, hot wings.
Yeah, I suppose I wasn't thinking the poop angle. I'm usually thinking of the gonorrhea.
Issues there.
What are you doing back?
It says 10 and there's only 9 episodes I counted.
Well, you should write a letter to your congressman about that, because that sounds like a fucking emergency.
It doesn't even say who's by.
What are you talking about? It's a SpongeBob SquarePants DVD. It's by Nickelodeon. I don't even know what the hell you just said.
You poopy pants.
Interact with the show on Twitter at Blumpkin Show. That is at Blumpkin Show. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/Blumpkin&Friends. I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
And I'm Scotty.
Good night. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, well, you invited everyone you knew, you would see the greatest gift would be from me, and the conquests would say, thank you from Blumpkin&Friends.